This is eGlobal Design. I'm going to teach you how I made this classic party flyer design. So this is my CorelDRAW file. This is my working sheet. So the size I use here is 8 by 11. Okay, 8 by 11. So this is the size I use for this work, 8 by 11. So next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring in my background. I'll paste in my background here, adjust it this way. So after adjusting it, I'll bring it this way. So what I'm going to do is to take off the edge, this sharp edge. I'm going to make use of transparency. So when I'm done, I'll come over to bitmark. I'll come over to blur. I'll give it a Gaussian blur. Okay. I'll give it this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to power clip it inside my working sheet. Sorry. So I'm going to expand it like this. So I'm going to expand it like this. So this is how I'm going to leave it, bring it down a little bit like this. So I'll take in this picture, I'll place it here. Taking this one, I'll place it here. I'll place it two like this. And I'm going to increase it a little. Whenever you're increasing your image, you increase it from the edge here. You don't go to the side, so you don't disfigure the image that you're working on. So I'll carry this and place it here. Okay, so this is all we have. Let me expand this a little bit. Why we are working on it like this is because it's a working sheet, it's not an image file. So although there's an image inside there, we still have to readjust it. Okay, so I'll bring this particular text font to this place. You need to be fast whenever you're designing for your clients. Make sure you're written your text font down, you made everything okay before you start putting your images. So I'll keep this one over here. So the comedians I'm looking at in this flyer is Sabinus, Brain Jotter, and Brother Shaggy. Okay, those are the people, the focus, the key points we are looking at here. So I'll drag this one here, drag this. So I'll bring in this particular this text. Already you know how I made this box. This thing I made it with this particular shape too, the rectangle shape too, and I gave it a red color for us not to waste much time. That was why I did it like this, so we will not waste much time over here. So I'll increase this episode 1. Okay, I'll show you how to make a simple party flyer. So I'm going to show you how I made this particular 3D text font. So what I did was, I have to write this with an ordinary letter, African Comedy Legends. So this was how I made this 3D text font. Can you see what I'm doing here? Watch what I'm doing. Very pay attention to what I'm doing, so you could grab what I'm doing here. So what I did was to break the letter. Okay, when I broke the letter, I have to separate this like this and make them separate. Okay, give this one like this, then I'll bring this one like this too. So this was how I arranged this letter, and I gave it a text font which is called Nixmax. You can download it whenever you want to use it for your design. So I came here, I gave this one this. So this is how I made that 3D you're seeing there. In case you might be asking, how did I make that 3D text font? That's how I made it. So give it a little spacing, increase this one a little bit, give this one like this, and this. So this was how I made this design. So what I just did is to come over to this I and C and trim off this particular one. That was how I, just like a concept, you're giving it a concept, so I have to trim off this one. So how do I trim it off? Listen to what I'm doing. So how do I trim this thing off? Now watch what I'm doing. So I'll click on this rectangle box, hold my shift key, and this particular text I will just click on it. This is how I activated this effect. So I'm going to make use of trim, and when I make use of trim, I've taken away this text. So what trim does is to cut out some part of the text font, so you can apply something there. So what I'm applying inside this place is this is what I'm applying there. Watch what I'm doing. This is what I'm applying. This is what I'm applying. In case you may ask, how did I get this? This is how I'm applying. This is how to give your design a good looking concept. Okay, so you don't stay behind when designing. So that was how I got this. I'm going to take this one off, so you're going to see the magic I did. So what I'm going to do is to highlight it and drag it here, then I'll use Ctrl X to cut it off. Then I'll come over to this particular place. I'll take this one off. Take these ones off. I just want to make sure that you know what I'm doing. Then I'm going to paste it and drag this one here. So we're not going to be needing this particular one, so I'll just Ctrl X, Ctrl V. Okay, I'll just bring it somewhere here. But before I work on that text, let me adjust this particular flyer a little bit. Let me make some little adjustments. So I'll be bringing this particular one over to this place. Okay, so let's work on this one. I want to show you how I made that 3D text pop out like this. So this was how I made it. Let me group this work because it's coming out. Let me group it. That is the work of grouping. So arrange your work in order so they won't be moving one side to another side. So I will just say Ctrl E is for export. Then I will save it as PNG file. Whenever you're exporting something to Photoshop, make sure you save it as PNG file if you want to work on Photoshop. So, and let it be RGB. So okay, so this is what I exported. This is what I exported. Okay, this is what I exported. So I'll come to my Photoshop. For me to activate this 3D effects, I'll come over to this particular place. Look at where my cursor is. Then I'll double tap and I'll press OK, and I'll say OK. Then I'll take off this particular one and place the one I just exported. Just want you to know how I did this thing, please. So I'll come over to this, then place. Can you see how I did it? Can you see how I did it? So I'm going to close it and save it. So this is what is going to happen. It's going to take its time to update into that 3D text I just showed you. So that is how to do it. It's very, very simple and easy and fast. You just have to know what to apply and the right file to use for your 3D text presentation. Okay, so it's going to take its time to update. So this is how I got this 3D text. Okay, you can see how simple it is. Very simple. So I'll just come here to my file and save this so I can easily add it to my design. So I'll just come out to save as. Then I'll put it as PNG file. I'll just press and save. Okay, this is how I got this particular 3D font text. Okay, it's very simple and easy. Just follow what I just did and you're going to get it. Very simple. There's nothing hard in this thing, so just follow my video, watch it carefully. So I'm done saving this file. Let me go get it at the desktop. This is the file. This is the file. So you can see how I got this 3D text font. So I will just place it on my CorelDRAW design. Just place it over to this place. Ctrl V is for pasting, Ctrl X is to cut, Ctrl X is for cutting the file, Ctrl S is for saving. So those are the short keys you use whenever you are working with your CorelDRAW file. So this is the 3D text. You can see how I got it from Photoshop. So whenever you're making your designs, you don't just use one platform, make use of both of them. It depends on what you're designing and what you want to display to your audience. Okay, so I'll just increase this a little like this. Then I'll bring this, I will ungroup it. You can see how I got this 3D. Okay, very simple. So I will just take this particular one and place it here. Bring this, place it over to this place, and give it a white color. Take it to the front, page up, reduce it a little bit. Okay, that's good. So our design is ready. So all I will just do is to reduce it a little bit. Just reduce it a little bit. Okay. So I'll select these images. I think I'll have to reduce them to this particular size. Then increase this, shift to select, increase it a little bit. I think I'm done with this design. So this is how I got this design. Okay, very simple and beautiful. Okay, so just reduce a little in this place. So we are done with this. So I'll just export it. What I'll do is to export it. I've showed you how to export. Whenever you're exporting, make sure in Photoshop, make sure it is in PNG, but whenever you're exporting it from CorelDRAW to an ordinary picture, make sure it is on JPEG. Okay, so export. One more thing, I have to power clip this inside. I need to power clip this inside. Okay, need to power clip this inside. So why are we power clipping it inside? For us to get to arrange our work properly so it doesn't get scattered. So how do you power clip your work inside your working sheet? Right click, then you click power clipping. There's so many ways to power clip, so you can drag your image and just place it at the edge for it to come up. Then what I'm going to do is to take this one at the back, take this one to the back, and then I'll bring this particular one. Alternate is to select any hidden word inside your working sheet. Okay, this is perfect, very beautiful. So I can now export. Okay, so this is how I got this design. So I'll put it in RGB. Whenever you're exporting in a picture form to display on the screen, you use RGB. Whenever you want to print it on a banner, so you're going to make use of CMYK. Okay, and we're going to make use of CMYK. So this is one more thing. I have to power clip all my, you can see the work of power clipping. Because I didn't power clip this inside, it's not showing. So it's very necessary to power clip all your works inside your working sheets, just for you to know the use of power clip. It's very important, and very important to any graphic designers. So if you don't power clip your work inside your working sheet, it might not come out whenever you're exporting it. So you can see one of the main reasons it didn't show is because I didn't power clip it inside my working sheet. These are the things you need to take note of whenever you're making any design to avoid mistakes. Very, very important. Those are the steps you need to take, and these are the things you need to know, so that whenever it happens, you take immediate correction. Okay, we are done with our design. I just want to show you the finished work. You can see it's showing now. So this is the work of power clipping. So this design is making sense. So okay, let me show you the finished work. So this is the finished work. Okay, this is the finished work of what we just did now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and comment on my YouTube channel. Okay, I have so many extraordinary designs coming up your way. Thanks for watching.